Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Amy Watt from the Career Marketing Center, and today I'm going to talk about what to know about job search, hiring, recruiting, and interviews based on the 2020 HR statistics. As we embark on another year, it is a great idea to reflect on past HR data to inform our future decisions. As a topic, HR is broad, but job seekers and employers alike will benefit from the information we have collected. Collecting all of this data takes a lot of research, and I know that you don't have time for that. So to help you, I'm capturing all of the data for you. And you're probably asking, why is all of this important? Well, statistical data about hiring, employee job satisfaction, employee engagement, and employee performance management can give you insight into what works in the HR world and what does not, and what is crucial to job seekers and employers. Though some HR statistics might not pertain to you, you will find that many of the statistics relate to job seekers and employers in general. And more than that, some are just really interesting. So, if you're curious about the landscape as either a job seeker or a recruiter, here is a collection of the top and most up to date human resources statistics. All right, let's start with the top 10. 92% of employers prefer candidates with problem solving skills, while 86.3% of employers value the ability to work as part of the team. And for my job seeking friends, why does this matter to you? This matters to you because in your resume, highlight your problem solving and your teamwork skills. Another statistic is that 79% of job seekers say they have used social media in their job search. What does this mean to my HR friends? If you're not on social media, you could be missing out on some amazing candidates. And we all know that social media is growing, especially with the pandemic. 84% of organizations use it, and 9% are planning to use it. Research shows that 47% of referral hires have greater job satisfaction and stay longer at companies. And the why for my job seekers. This matters because it highlights the importance of networking. 64% of job seekers say that being treated poorly as a candidate would make them less likely to purchase goods and services from that employer. So, this tells my HR people that customer service is not just for the customer facing roles. And 55% of job seekers who have read a negative review of a company have decided against applying for a position with that company. And 70% of employees say they have been hired using social media. And this is important for my job seekers because be careful of what you post. A study found that 92% of people will trust recommendations that they get from friends and family over other kinds of marketing, promotions, or advertising. And 80% of job seekers believe their company fosters diversity at work. And this brings me to the all important resume statistics, because after all, most of you are listening in because you're looking for a job. All right, so next I'm going to zero in on the top reasons for resume rejections. And one of the reasons for a rejection is an impersonal applications. Are you taking the time to find out who you should be addressing your cover letter to? If you're not, you should be. And another reason for rejections from 57% of employers is saying, no, thank you. Are you sending a follow-up email or a letter thanking them for your time and then highlighting your top strengths again? If not, you should be. And another glaring reason for a resume rejection is the infamous generic resume. One size fits all. If you're sending this out in a pray and spray manner, 54% of employers say it's a rejection. And last, but certainly not least, 45% of employers are saying that they reject candidates for no cover letter. I find this happens on job boards where people just click apply because they've uploaded a resume, taking no time to submit a cover letter. So, what are the takeaways from these statistics? You really truly do need a targeted professional resume. This is your chance for that first impression. You've got to weave in your keywords. You've got to have high impact, achievement focused statements. It's a highly competitive market. So that you can stand out, you really do have to put in some effort and it's going to take time. But part of my role is I am here to support you. And I compile these HR statistics and similar data because it can give you an inside view of your job hunt. You can learn about your competition, which will let you know what you're up against as a job seeker. Hiring managers receive an average of 250 resumes per job posting and interview about 10. Therefore, only about 2 to 3% of job applicants actually receive an interview. If you are selected for the interview, it is so important that you do company research because 47% of interviewers have reported that they will not give a job to an interviewee with zero company knowledge. And when you're in that interview, it is so important that you make eye contact because 65% of candidates that don't make eye contact with hiring managers during an interview will not get the job. And while we're here talking about interviews, I'm going to touch on the virtual interview. During a virtual interview, you actually can give the essence of eye contact by looking at the camera, not the screen. So don't look at yourself in the reflection, look at the camera. This selection of statistics is just a snapshot of the data available to job seekers and recent graduates. As a job seeker, this data only proves just how essential it is to put forth the effort and time into hiring a professional resume writer. In today's job market, you truly do need a finely tuned resume filled with appropriate keywords and high impact, results driven, achievement focused statements. And I hear it almost daily. People will come to me and say, but I put in all the keywords, but that's not enough. Stuffing your resume with keywords that are hollow and don't show any depth or achievements is not a good strategy. And then let's say you do get past the AI powered screening process and your resume is now going to be looked at by the human eyes. Your resume has to be so strategically crafted that it's visually impactful and pleasing to the human eye. Thank you so much for listening in. If you want more videos, I definitely appreciate the like and the subscribes, and I look forward to continuing to help you on your job search.